Hey, let us continue our design here from that interface. Like we did it last time. I forgot to import the main general admin LTE CSS file, which can help me to load that design. And I can come here in my main file. Then from my main file, in the head part, I just add this code, which is base URL, which will link to admin asset admin LTE dist css admin LTE.min.css. That file is so important and can help us to just load the content. And again, another change which I did from previous configuration, I removed base URL to make it load it by default. Now, by coming here in my main.php file, after adding this one, and I came here, I refresh, you can see even now the design has changed. Now I have a good interface which is loading my add product view, which is having contact, home, and of course other small icons which are not visible. And from my database here, I have like now I have only 9 line. If I came here and I add new data, which can be like liquid, and I put any type of information and I submit, of course this will be the other view which will be loaded, and we'll work on it after. For now, let me come back here. Let me come back here in the database. Just I check. Yes, you can see here any type of information is already inserted in our database. Now the database insertion is okay. If I came back here in my controller, in my views, add view, you can see here I have product/add save, which is called from product controller. Now going in my product controller and I check add save code, I have this, and which is helping me to load, which is calling me after saving successfully. I'm calling CRUD folder. In CRUD folder, I just call the list view, and this is the message which is passed. And from that view, I'm passing also the data, which is the data from our database list products, and I'm loading it from my main view. Now from my list view, I just went and I took any random list view, but of course which is also loading the admin LTE different views. Like here, if I came here in admin LTE, remember I have this. Let me refresh that admin LTE content. I have forms, or of course for the list I need tables. I'll just come here and open data tables. This is my interest one. After clicking on data table, it will load me different type of data table. You can see here I have different content. I can choose any I want, and of course there is also simple data, the simple tables. Any you want, you can choose here from that template. But the interest one is that data table. Now from data table, you can see here it is in pages, it is in table, and it is data.html. Now you have to go in that file, tables/data.html, and you copy the code which is there by going here in pages. Let me close this. I close this also, and I'm looking for pages. I have tables and data.html. My data table is here. I just came and I chose the first one. you copy it from this div. Like here you can lock it and you copy that content and you paste there. And because you have to, I can come again and I just use that second one. But for my case, I use that second one and I reduce the content. I put it dynamically what I have in my database. As you can see here, I have t-head. In my t-head I have designation, type, I have label, I have that question and action. And you can see here the ID is example 1. The same like this ID here means I use that second data table. Now again I have, after getting that, I'm rendering data dynamically from my database, because I'm sending the variable data from my controller, and the data is containing my list of products which is gotten dynamically. And from my products I have designation. This is how we render data with Codeingiter. And I render type, of course I've displayed label and the data of creation. And for actions I just pass base URL which is got dynamically, and I have here to link product and call view for view. And here I render so product, I call edit function which is not yet worked on, and of course for delete I will show how to deal with it after. And again we have t-footer which is containing again the same content. As you can see here, if I came after adding new data, let me add like 2 and guess, and here I had 2 and I submit, you can see a data saved successfully. And you can see here, if I click on next, I will edit this one for to render that content and print like a 10 or maybe other different values. As you can see, I'm rendering 6 values. Why am I rendering 6 values? If I came here in my database, I have 11 value. But how many values have 0? How many values have 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have 0, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have 1. Means I'm rendering 6 data because others are looked like deleted. That is why you can see I have only 6 values. Thank you. Stay tuned. We'll continue. We'll proceed for the other views from here.